Stage Door.
This is PYMU, and you're listening to the Stage Door Show with Dave Hondel.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1. I hit the trap, blow the work, then I threw a brick. But I don't lie, man, I'm flyer than the stewardess. I'm fly.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Stage Door. This is Dave Hondel. I'm very excited tonight. I got Hip Hop Artist PYMU with me. Hey PYMU, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, Dave. What's going on with you?
All right, not much, man. Just, holed up in our houses like for this pandemic, man. How you doing? How you doing during this whole thing?
I'm trying to stay just like you, quarantine and trying to stay corona free.
Yeah, exactly, man. You getting a chance to write some more music?
Yes, I'm definitely down. That's an everyday thing for me. Writing music is pretty much a normal routine. Every day I write at least 3 or 4 songs a day. That's why my catalog is so thick as much as it is now.
Wow, that's incredible. 3-4 a day. Wow, that's insane. Your first album, man, Primary Suspect. I listened to a lot of tracks off that, man. Really, really good stuff. And I know in May 30th, you're coming out with a new one called Wasted Time. And I know we want to promo that. So let's talk about Wasted Time. What can our listeners expect to hear from that?
Well, Wasted Time is basically my story. When I dropped Primary Suspect, it was just me doing music, which I knew I could do. But then this go around, I wanted people to understand who I was as a person and an artist. So I wanted to do a little bit of hip hop and trap on this one. Yeah, man, I can't wait for that to come out. Like I said, I was listening to Primary Suspect. Some of the songs on that, I was listening to Catch It, I'm Fly, and Top Dog. I mean, talk about some of those songs in your first album, Primary Suspect, because it's good stuff there. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff, man. Like I said, I write so much. It's typically hard for me to even do CDs because I can never decide what songs I want and what songs I don't want. But I work hard on my craft, man. My manager there, I tell you, anybody that knows PYMU knows, I work hard on my music and my craft because it's something that I take serious and I don't take it for granted. So with the talent that I have, I tend to use it to my abilities. Now, when you write music, where does the inspiration come from when you do that? Your words? Honestly, man, I mean, I'm just one of them people, it's experiences. You know what I'm saying? Things I've been through, things I've seen, things that I've overcame, things that I've accomplished, things in my life I want to do, I always tend to talk about things of that nature. Like, as you said, like with Catch It, that was just on a situation where I just, every day when you try to hustle, whether it's a legal hustle or a legal hustle, you trying to catch it, which means you trying to get the money every single day. So that's how that came up, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think right now, especially with this pandemic, I mean, there's a lot of people hurting right now. I mean, the whole world. So, yeah, it's definitely prevalent right now, right? I was actually fortunate enough to be one of the ones that got to keep my job. So that's kind of a blessing in my corner as well. That's a huge blessing for sure, man. Hopefully that stays and we can all go back to work soon. Also, you have a new EP coming up soon, also in May. No More Excuses. So talk about that EP and how many tracks are on that one. So my EP is basically, I would say it's basically like throwaways, songs that I know. Like I said, I have over, and this is no lie, I have over 300 unreleased songs right now. So I'm just trying to flood the streets at this point, more, and not just in Virginia. Like, I'm trying to be global, like state to state. So No More Excuses is basically just going to be a little 8-song EP. Just something that, like you said, with everything being the way it is, we quarantine, we can't go out. I figure why not drop some music on the streets and let them have some fun with it. Then at the end of May, this will be my very first album, Wasted Time. That's going to have 12 tracks on it. I might do 16. I'm still probably 16. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to right now too as well. Do you have anything planned? Obviously, right now we don't know what's in the future, but do you have anything planned to release both the EP and the album? I actually just put in some I want to say audition footage to get on Rhythm and Flow Season 2. Waiting to hear back from them. I did just sign up for that. So hopefully that'll be a little exposure. And if not, fine. But my main thing right now is visuals. If you look up PYMU, I don't have any videos right now. So I'm trying to do 2 or 3 videos within the next couple of weeks, so people know who I am and can see me physically and not just hear me. So that's my main goal right now is dropping this EP and working on some visuals as well. I gotta tell you though, your graphics on your promo picture is probably the best I've ever seen. Truly, it is. Which one? The Wasted Time? Yeah, Wasted Time. I mean, talk about that. I mean, how did you get that done? everybody that has seen it, they absolutely love it. So, shout out to Tony Freeman, man. My graphic designer, he take care of me, man. So he did Primary Suspect, he did No More Excuses, and he did Wasted Time. So he's very good with his work. So shout out to Tony Freeman for that cover he did. But the reason why I haven't released the Wasted Time cover yet is because I'm still trying to decide the songs first. But No More Excuses is pretty much done. I'm just waiting to get the final rundowns on them, and then I will be releasing it the first week of May.
You're gonna have a big party, online party.
That's probably what it's gonna be, man. An online release party, more than likely.
All right, well, man, good luck with that, because it's like I said, if it's anything like your first album, your first EP, I can't wait to hear it. So definitely good stuff there.
This one is definitely different. I think this is gonna be one of the best, one of my best pieces of work, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. Also, I was watching a video on YouTube of your live performance, and one thing, when we talk about live performance, we talked about that with an author that I just interviewed about artists that do live performance, and it's not just recording, obviously, because if people just want to buy music, there's thousands of artists that they can buy their music online, but if you can't perform live and you don't have a show and you don't know how to react or interact with your audience, you might as well pack it up, right? So what do you do? What sets you apart from other artists that if I go to your show, what are you going to give me that other hip hop artists don't give me?
That's a good question. What do I give you that no other hip hop artist is going to give you? I can say this. I typically have music that you can relate to. A lot of music nowadays, it's a lot of mumble rap. At the end of the day, if you hear my song, like you said, when you hear my song, there's stuff that you can relate to. Like everybody had a day when they feel like they were so dressed up that they would just fly. Like I'm fly. So that's the difference. I'm gonna give you something that you're gonna feel in my song and make you feel like, well, damn, I just went through that today, or I just went through that. I feel like my music is something that everyone can relate to. That's what sets me off different from everybody else.
I mean, that makes sense. Completely makes sense. Think about all the streaming right now, that didn't take place back when hip hop really was kind of gaining traction in, 80s and early 90s. And, I guess what kind of influenced you in the business? Like, what did you listen to when you were younger to kind of, is that something to kind of help, mold who you are in the hip hop world?
Well, believe it or not, I'm sure you see my video. I'm a big guy. So I started off in sports. And then, like, every day before in middle school, at football practice, I would be rapping, just rapping. People would be like, oh, you're pretty good, bro. You're pretty good. So then in high school, I didn't academically qualify to play sports, so I had to pick another lane. In my neighborhood, you either drug dealing, playing sports, or rapping. So I chose to pick up a mic and rap. And then, so it was just me doing it over and over. But I always been a fan of 50 Cent. Like, even to this day, 50 Cent is my favorite rapper. So, not just because of his music, because he's very business-minded, too. So, I always listen to 50, from Beg for Mercy, All About a Dollar. Like, all of that stuff has gave me inspiration and drive to rap to this day.
Yeah, talk about that. It's funny you should mention business, because I talk about that in almost every podcast with the artists that I speak with. And, because these podcasts are really done for the artist. And, when they listen to the podcast, I want them to get something out of it where, we talk, as artists, we're all part of the same community no matter what. I do music videos, but, I can't sing. But at the same time, we talk about singers and film directors, and we talk about authors. We talk about everybody that is in, indie arts, whatever, we can all learn from each other. So what can you tell people about the business, what you learn from 50 Cent and other rappers about the business piece of it that's important, that, kind of helps with, the longevity of somebody's career? So what have you learned?
For me, the biggest thing is you can't be afraid to fail. You have to be willing to, because you might not succeed in it. You have to be willing to fail. That's the number one key in rap, man. Everybody's not going to like your music. Everybody's not going to be a fan, but you can't let that stop you from doing what you want to do. So with rap, never give up on it. If there's something you really want to do, invest 110% into it, and you'll be great at it. How do
you brand yourself? I mean, what do you have a brand, or is this something you're still working on? Or
I don't have a direct brand yet. I'm still working on that right now. Of course, like I said, I got social media, Instagram. You can follow me, PYMU_. Big Dog 87. That's BIGDAWG 87. My Facebook is Propane Pie PAIN. So I'm always doing like little freestyles or doing one of my songs on social media just to get my music out there. If you check out my Instagram, you'll see I always do clips of my music every day.
And what on your social media, is this when you come out with your new music, is there going to be a way that people can link to Spotify or wherever you have it?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm gonna have it on all major platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, iTunes, all that.
So where do you want to be in 5 years? Let's say where do you want your career to be, and what do you want to be doing in 5 years?
I mean, my goal is to be signed. Obviously, at this point, I want to take a distribution deal, an indie deal. I just want to get my music out there. I want people to understand who PYMU is. I want them to hear my music. So that's pretty much my goal right now. Just like you said, expanding my brand.
Yeah, and I think with these new albums, this new album, a new EP coming out, it's a good time to start. To definitely get your name out there. Because like I said, Primary Suspect. I want everybody to go on to YouTube and check that out. So how, again, before we end this, I want to tell everybody again one more time what your social media is, and also how they can find you on YouTube so they can see what you got.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can look up on the YouTube under PYMU. That's capital P, capital Y, capital M, capital U. I'm on Instagram at PYMU_Big Dog DAWG 87. I'm on Facebook at Propane Pie. That's PROPAIN space PY, and SoundCloud under PYMU PYMU. Y'all go check out my music. My mixtape is out there. Primary Suspect on all major platforms: Tidal, Spotify, iTunes, all that. Shout out to all the fans out there, and I shout out to Dave and the Steve doing the show. All
right, well, PYMU, man, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight, and I can't wait to hear your new music. Again, Wasted Time, new album coming out on the 30th of May, and we also in the first week of May we have an EP called No More Excuses. So we're all excited about that, and thank you again for coming on the show, and I wish you nothing but success.
All right, thank you, sir.
MC Hammer, I'm too legit. Shorty ass fat as hell, that's some stupid shit. I hit the trap, blow the work,